The Bulgarian prophetess Vanga predicted, in 2026, only 6 zodiac signs will become millionaires. You're about to discover what could completely change your financial future. This is not a legend. This is not fantasy. This is a specific predictive vision that opens the path to immense wealth. Some of you will fall into this narrow circle of fortune. Others will remain only observers. And the difference between these two fates can be dramatic. Each sign we look at today receives its own unique opportunities, unexpected chances, and financial breakthroughs. Knowing this now gives you an entire year of advantage. Before we begin, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the detailed breakdown of each lucky sign. We'll reveal how to use the energy of this year to multiply your income and exactly who has the chance to become a millionaire. Stay with us, because this prediction could change your life forever. Aries enters 2026 as if an inner impulse has finally found its trajectory. The breakthrough you've been demanding from yourself is now taking shape, but on an entirely new level. What makes this year different is not your usual fire. It's precision. Aries gains the rare ability to act strategically, with control, with calculation. The emotional impulse that once destroyed your structure now gives way to clear awareness of your own benefit. In your professional world, a major shift arrives. You're offered far greater responsibility and with it, far greater value. People begin to take you seriously. Negotiations open on favorable terms. You transition from being an executor to being a leading factor. A second direction opens through entrepreneurship, consulting, technology, or production. New entry points appear not random, but precise. It's as if a curtain lifts and shows you exactly where hidden money is waiting. You'll meet key figures this year: partners, investors, influencers who act as catalysts. Their suggestions will fit perfectly into your path. Through them, projects with massive financial potential are revealed. By the end of the year, Aries enters a completely new financial reality. What once seemed like a ceiling becomes your starting point. You'll possess capital and manage it without fear. Taurus enters 2026, and the very structure of time seems to shift in your favor. What moved slowly in past years suddenly gains explosive momentum. You are no longer an observer. You are the driving force. What you built through persistence now multiplies through structured thinking. Early in the year, your financial logic transforms. You stop following the usual patterns and begin acting with precise, targeted moves. Money becomes both a dynamic resource and a building material at the same time. In the spring and summer, your ability to recognize the most profitable streams reaches a new level: investments, commodities, digital solutions, capital management. The world unfolds a blueprint before you, and every piece fits. By autumn, you stop reacting to circumstances. Circumstances begin adjusting to your financial strength. You manage teams, scale business solutions, introduce new tools that increase profitability. Even competing structures begin orienting themselves around your decisions. November becomes a turning point: access opens to financial information and opportunities not publicly available. Not by accident. Because your discipline, structure, and logic create the impression of predictable power. People with serious capital trust you, because they see guaranteed reliability. December is the culmination. You see the exact result of decisions you made early in the year. Taurus enters a status where material well-being stops being a goal, it becomes a tool. Gemini enters 2026 in a state that can hardly be called calm. Your mind becomes sharper than ever. Your ability to notice the smallest changes becomes a tool for material growth. A huge map of financial opportunities opens before you, but without hints. The only route must be deciphered by your own intellect. And Geminis know exactly how to do this. Early in the year, new contacts multiply. You're no longer working as a contractor, you're becoming a coordinator. You stop wasting energy on small decisions. For the first time, you see finance as a system. Discipline arrives. Without losing your creativity or flexibility, you stop letting them control your rhythm. Stability becomes the element that amplifies your natural analytical power. Mid-year, doors open in consulting, communications, digital tools, logistics, creative projects, entrepreneurship. Your ideas no longer need proof. They speak for themselves. The autumn months bring intense workloads, but instead of exhausting you, they stimulate you. You find yourself surrounded by people with great resources. Your way of thinking becomes a value. Contracts, investments, partnerships all are resolved in your favor. By December, Gemini sees the full picture. Income increased, influence expanded, processes shaped. You no longer rely on chance. You build the result yourself, step by step, through pure intellect.
No.
For Leo, 2026 begins with awareness of a scale you've long touched but never dared to claim. The old framework no longer works. The system you lived in suddenly feels too narrow. Your focus shifts toward bigger goals, influence, structure, control over your material future. Early in the year, people with real leverage start paying attention to you. This is no accident. You carry the kind of confidence found only in those ready to take responsibility for large processes. You no longer need to prove your value. You only need to show direction and people respond. A map of opportunities opens. You stop thinking in short-term victories and move into strategies where every step has the potential to grow capital geometrically. Your breakthrough is not just possible, it's inevitable. In the heart of the year, Leo takes control of key processes. You enter complex negotiations, expand partnerships, participate in financial models that demand precision and power. Even competitors recognize that you can change the rules of the game. A major financial breakthrough arrives not by chance, but as a direct result of earlier decisions. You enter spheres where large sums circulate, thanks to your reputation and clear sense of your worth. By the end of the year, Leo enters a category of those who manage large capital not from a position of dreaming, but from a position of strength, built through accurate, decisive, well-considered action.
Scorpio.
For Scorpio, 2026 doesn't just begin, it reveals itself as a multi-level system that finally gives you access to depths that were closed off for years. You feel tension, but it doesn't scare you. It activates you. This is mobilization. Strength that's been accumulating for a long time. You stop acting cautiously. For the first time, financial tasks become not a challenge, but territory to bring under control. Your strategic vision sharpens to near mathematical precision. You see people's motives, market structures, financial trends not on the surface, but in their depth. Where others see only movement, you see patterns. Mid-year, you work with information in volumes that would have seemed excessive before. Your brain processes more deeply, your intuition becomes more accurate. You break down any process and instantly see the weak point and the point of explosive growth. Major financial proposals appear where the depth of your thinking becomes critical. You negotiate in a way that the other side never feels pressured, they simply understand they're dealing with someone who knows their goals. By late year, your influence grows, your words carry weight, and your presence in negotiations changes other people's behavior. Offers arrive involving large capital, long-term contracts, or leadership positions. December crowns the year. Scorpio reaches a level where they can manage large processes without fear and without fluctuation. Your advantage is seeing the hidden. Your strength is acting where others fear to step. Capricorn. For Capricorn, 2026 doesn't begin with hope or expectation. It begins with sharp inner realization. Time will no longer wait. Every postponed decision, every delay of past years, every mischance, all of them now converge into one straight vector pointing forward. The master of systems finally enters a year where the system works for you. Discipline reaches a new level. You stop being distracted. You focus on 3 or 4 directions, but each has serious financial potential. People begin to see you not as an executor, but as the bearer of a structure they can rely on. Your competencies suddenly become valued far more highly than before. A long-awaited shift in scale arrives. You gain access to information previously closed, strategic analytics, insider knowledge, new channels of cooperation. The realization comes, this year doesn't just demand work, it demands management. A financial map you've been trying to piece together for years finally clicks into place. You see the connections, the patterns, the gaps you can fill. You become a figure without whom many processes simply cannot exist. Mid-year, the base mechanism activates, whether a business structure, a partnership, or a personal wealth management system. Your income grows not gradually, but in leaps, thanks to the enormous responsibility you're now ready to carry. December places you at the summit of the system you built yourself. Every step of the year was part of the design. Capricorn enters a financial reality where competence, discipline, and structure become material force strength that lasts not for months, but for years. These 6 signs, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Leo, Scorpio, and Capricorn, stand at the threshold of a year that can change everything. According to Vanga's prophetic vision, 2026 is not a year of waiting. It's a year of transformation. A year where intuition meets calculation, where strategy meets opportunity, and where the chosen 6 step into a category of wealth they once only dreamed about. If your sign was named today, Take this as a signal. The universe is opening the door, but you must walk through it. Act with focus, with discipline, with strategy. Recognize the moments when they arrive. They will not knock twice. If you found this prediction meaningful, like the video, share it with someone whose sign appeared today, and subscribe so you don't miss the next prophecy. Tell us in the comments which sign are you, and do you feel the shift already beginning? May 2026 bring you the wealth, freedom, and breakthrough you deserve.